Clay's Porch Sessions.
I think it's still in.
That's it. I'm taking off all the strings.
Well, that's weird.
So I want to welcome you to my house out here in the woods down in Howard Holler for Clay's Porch Sessions. Everybody, this is Jerry Chapman. You got to talk on this one.
Oh,
yeah.
Hello.
So everybody who's been on so far, I've kind of explained how I know him, so I might as well tell you how I know Jerry too. We met back in around '97. He at the Zoo Bar.
Yeah, in Greensboro.
Life in General.
Yep.
And I didn't prepare him for this. So they showed up, set up. We had to set up in front of them. And Jason, is he the one who played percussion and stuff too? Is that right? He asked our drummer if he would sound check his drums, and they left.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, but I do. So here we are.
Just
and,
like Jason, though. Sorry, Jason.
Which was fine. I like Jason.
Yeah,
I think he's a great guy. But we met back in '97.
I didn't see it
come out.
Did it wedge itself in between a wire and the body?
It must have. Oh my gosh. Professional.
I'm just going to jump straight into the first question. So you get 3 minutes.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
3 minutes. Let me get the timer here. And I think you can do it. I've been on stage with you enough. You can talk some.
Yeah.
So 3 minutes to tell me who Jerry Chapman is.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
And go. Jerry Chapman is a music fan from not day one, but from day first radio acquired. And I just loved music so much. And I was like, man, it would be fun to play music as well. And it turns out it is. And so I started playing music at 14. And then I played Blackbird at the church retreat. And the girls clapped. And I was like, I'm going to keep doing this. This is good. Because as a shy kid, the girls will actually talk to you if you've got a guitar. So I did that. Was lucky enough to meet some like-minded people and get into bands with them. Urban Edge and 2 Pound Planet. Hi, Steve. Thanks for name checking us the other day. And that's just gold, man, to find people that are that want to make music with you.
Right.
I guess it's like being on a sports team. For people that have like a common goal and common interests, and it's a lot of fun. And just at every turn of my life, I found people that wanted to do music, and bands will start, bands will end. Started doing some solo stuff, which was challenging at first. Playing in some other bands these days, probably none that you've heard of, but some pretty good ones around. I'll shoot you an email, let you know when.
No, tell me. We're here. We got the camera rolling here.
Well, that was a joke about one of the bands. I will say it. Camel Sea Yacht Club is a fun little outfit.
I've heard good things about them.
Yeah. I like to go out and roadie for them on occasion. I play in some cover bands down in Charlotte and Vagabond Saint Society, which is a different band every time the band gets together.
I think we've plugged them before, I think.
Maybe so.
No, we should have.
And then solo stuff. So I've been doing solo material since 2000, but took a long break where I wasn't writing hardly much at all, and then started writing again. And now I'm back on the solo recording bandwagon. Shout out to Monday Morning 3 a.m. Music Club.
That's right. And so when you started doing the, it's another way I know Jerry. So we met that one time, didn't see each other. And then my ex-wife and I went to see Todd Rundgren at the neighborhood theater.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy comes out, and I'm like, he looks really familiar. And I didn't hear his name. He comes out, and it's this guy right here.
Yeah.
So, and the coolest thing was when Todd Rundgren comes out, you were gone, I think.
Yeah.
He said, I'd like to thank the opening guy.
The opening guy.
I'm sure he was great. And so
Thanks,
that should
Todd.
go in your press pack for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks, opening guy.
I want to thank the opening guy.
He was probably
Get a damn T-shirt made that says "opening guy."
Yeah. I like it.
Oh, trademark.
How are we on time? You said.
Oh, I
we're
don't
good?
know. Did I hit time? Oh, you got 4 seconds.
Oh, and here we are today. No one needs another song about the river, a bunch of words about the blue sky, drinking wine, 3 a.m. We're all tired of all the songs that mention sunshine, playing frisbee on the beach. I know I'm right, but then again, we could always be reminded of things that make life work. So easy to be grateful, sometimes we won't. So many hidden treasures, no such thing as guilty pleasures. You either like it or you don't. Playing songs on the stage or on Clay's porch, even when we move it online, a good investment of your time. But there's no shame in feeling joy for just the small things, like the way the water moves. I could be wrong, but I don't mind. We should always be reminded of the things that make life work. So easy to be grateful, sometimes we won't. So many hidden treasures, no such thing as guilty pleasures. You either like it or you don't. Should always be reminded of the things that make life work. So easy to be grateful, sometimes we won't. So many hidden treasures, no such thing as guilty pleasures. You either like it or you don't. No one needs another song about the river, a bunch of words about the blue sky and drinking wine at 3 a.m.
So, second question, and if you've watched one of these, and I think you said you did finally watch one of them. Yeah,
I did.
That was great. Thanks.
Yeah. I did. Because I love Steve. I love Couldn't Be Happier.
Who doesn't? Both of them, really. Who
Yeah.
doesn't love both of them?
Yeah.
And people might say the same about this episode. Anyway.
We'll find out.
So, second question. So, tell me your top 3 favorite artists or influences and why.
Yeah. Well, I will echo what Steve said about local people, but to a different degree in that, I mean, there were obviously people that that were, a few years ahead of me that, like Jeffrey Dean Foster and people like that. And I always thought, God, they're so great. But it was a long time before I actually knew people like that.
Right.
But just the people I ended up playing with, like Tom Shaw and Doug Davis and Jason Lavasser, just meeting those people. How lucky am I? So anyway, outside of that, top artists, was that the question?
Yeah,
Or
your favorite, either one. I mean, it can be either one.
Well,
Because usually your favorites are going to influence you anyway.
Yeah.
So
Well, and probably anybody that knows me that's watching, that Kiss is kind of the reason that I started doing it. But I don't think that anything I write sounds particularly like Kiss, other than the sort of simplicity of it and the.
I don't think your stuff's simple at all, but
I do occasionally use that tricky fourth chord, but
I don't know what that means. So you can tell me off camera.
And I guess some of my solos are, they're blues based, like Aces. I still love them. I don't find myself listening to them that often.
Oh, he's a really good guitar player.
me?
I told him you were.
Oh,
So I'm glad,
a lot of pressure.
glad you didn't let me down there. I'm going to insert a question here. Sorry, going rogue.
It's okay.
So,
It's your house.
4 solo albums came out
that's right.
35 years ago
Yes.
or 45 years ago.
79.
78.
78.
It's recent. So, Gene Simmons is my favorite of the 4. Which is your favorite of the 4?
I got to go Ace, I think.
Yeah,
and I like Paul's a lot.
I like Paul's a lot.
It's a
too.
great
Very
power pop album.
Yeah. Peter's was awful.
Peter's pretty awful. and Gene's was cool. Gene took the most chances.
He took a bunch of chances.
I love that.
It's great. Anyway, I thought about that this morning actually because I listened to Gene's solo record on the way home from church because that's what you do.
Yeah.
Radioactive.
So Kiss, I was kind of late coming to the Beatles, but everything I think almost everything that I like about music you can find in a Beatles song somewhere, right? And they were really good at it, and they were
pretty good at the music thing.
yeah. It's just mind blowing, how much they did in such a short time. Did it? We saw it.
You want us to talk some more?
Third, I'm a huge Springsteen fan,
right?
But I think these days, as far if there were to be an influence on how I write, I'd go Tom Petty, because he does so much with so little. And again, that's not self-deprecating or Tom Petty deprecating. He's so good at writing songs. You listen to him, you're like, God, that must be really hard, and then you play them, you're like, dang, that's 3 chords.
It's G, C, and D.
Yeah,
and I had no idea.
How did he do that?
Yeah.
So people like that, and then obviously the Dylans and the Neil Youngs and the Gordon Lightfoots of the world. But
yeah, the only time that's not true. I was going to say the only time I've ever played a Gordon Lightfoot song was with you. But I have played Sundown by myself. But we did record the album Fitzgerald.
We saw it.
You want us to talk some more? Springsteen, back on that.
Yeah.
I've recently just kind of been digging into the Tunnel of Love album.
It's good.
It's that song itself is fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've had to bring that up, but I have. I listened to it in the car.
It's a cool album. I mean, I think people were kind of bummed because it wasn't Born in the USA Part 2.
Right.
And I guess at that point he had sort of ditched part of the band.
Yeah. And he put out the 2, Human Touch.
Oh, they did Human Touch and Lucky Town?
That's right, yeah, right after that.
Might have had enough good songs to make one album. I mean, it wasn't awful, but, coming from what had preceded it was a bit of a letdown, maybe a little bit.
Right.
But still, in any other artist, if they had put out those 2 albums, they'd be pretty happy about it,
Yes. Listening for that sound I know that'll bring you back to me. Clock keeps skipping, seconds ticking. Anything to set me free. Nothing else in this world can fill me up like my girl. Nothing else in this world. I've been waiting for the radio to play that song for me. Pop songs I skip and beats while the sun is gaining heat for me. Nothing else in this world can fill me up like my girl. Nothing else in this world. I've been holding pennies, wishing on a shooting star, rubbing rabbits' feet, anything that'll bring you back to me. Nothing else in this world can fill me up like my girl. Nothing else in this world. Getting the last note. Third question is similar to that one, but we're going to talk about your own songs. So just tell me your favorite songs, and it can be either to perform or your favorite songs that you've written. Preferably both, but they may not overlap. And then why that is.
Okay. Favorite songs to perform. I'd like to say, whatever's most recent, it's kind of a thrill to play it number one, just to see if I remember it, or we're going to find out a little bit about that today, playing these songs.
Well, I've got an iPad if you need to use it.
Oh, I might. Just trying new songs and seeing if they work and seeing if I enjoy them. That's the test. Like if I play it and I enjoy it,
Right.
I'll keep doing it. So right now, like the songs from the new EP, I'm gonna do one, or depending on where this falls in the video, I might have already done it. Who knows?
Well, tell me about your EP real quick.
the
We're gonna
magic
go
of
rogue
editing.
here. So you put an EP out
I did.
back in June.
It's called yep.
Right.
I put it on Naked Hiking Day
That's exactly when it was.
and went out and celebrated. I didn't have any place to put my iPhone though. And it's called East, and it's all songs that were written either at or about a little river in Georgetown, South Carolina, where some friends of mine have a house. And when I go with the Charlotte band to play, we usually
Right.
stay at the house. It's just a nice place. And I found myself with 5 songs that sort of fit as a story of that place and recorded it.
I enjoy it.
Thank you.
I was lucky enough to hear it before. But
That's right.
I enjoy it.
Yeah. So I will do or have done a song from that. So I like playing new songs. I love, I've got, all songs before the EP are kind of older. I always still get a thrill out of playing the song called Learn to Fly that I wrote.
Yeah.
And Josephine is
Josephine.
always, I know how to play them, and they're usually just fun.
Yeah, Josephine, that's your good one, right?
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I say that I'm not just being a dick to him the whole time. When he plays, he always tells me, "Hey, have you played your good one yet?"
Yeah.
So I like Josephine.
That doesn't sound like me.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And if I had 4 minutes to play one cover, Thunder Road by Springsteen.
Yeah, I enjoy that one.
Yeah.
I like it when you play, and I'm Nick Kershaw.
Oh yeah.
I love
Wouldn't it be
that
good?
song. And the guy over there,
What?
the guy over there gave me that album recently, a couple years ago, I think. Nick Kershaw.
Oh yeah. He was good. He was
He
good.
was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played that song at Live Aid. And
Oh, he
and
did.
he forgot the lyrics. So I
Did
don't
he?
feel like he did.
If he'd have had an iPad,
He left his iPad at home.
I dedicate the iPad statements to him, friend in Statesville.
Yes.
Okay. And we'll call it at that.
All right, a brand new song for you in YouTube land. This is for our dear departed friend Tom Shaw, who, when he was diagnosed, he posts on Facebook to not worry about him, but to go out and do something beautiful. So he gets a co-writing credit on this one. This is for you, Tom, and everybody else is watching. Why do we treat ourselves? We treat ourselves like porcelain dolls. Living every day and every moment, preparing for the fall. There's this little truth, this simple truth that I have found. Much as we like to think we know, we don't know how long we'll be around. So do something beautiful, do something magical, do something absolutely normal, and it gets you through the day. Do something mystifying, find something new and try it. It might be terrifying, do it anyway. Have you lost your sense of wonder, your joy, your spark? The boredom, the safety, alone in the dark. Don't be careless with your time, your life, your friends. A bit of advice, if you don't mind. I think you should begin to do something beautiful, do something magical, something absolutely normal, and it gets you through the day. Do something mystifying, find something new and try it. It might be terrifying, do it anyway. How's this for a cliche? Tomorrow's not guaranteed. And here's another, time will pick up speed. So we better start living. Can we all agree? Do something beautiful, do something magical, do something absolutely normal. If it gets you through the day, do something mystifying, find something new and try it. It might be terrifying. Do it anyway. Do something beautiful, do something magical, do something absolutely normal. If it gets you through the day, do something mystifying, find something new and try it. It might be terrifying. Do it anyway. 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 Do it anyway.
Best one yet?
Best song in the world is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's the greatest song in the world. Ever.
Well, I want to thank you for coming to Porch Sessions.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Now that I know your address, I can just stop by.
anytime.
Anytime.
You're welcome anytime.
3 a.m.
Sure.
Peer through the window.
Yeah.
So Jason and I did one of those TV show.
Same one I did, right? AGT?
Yeah, you did
Yeah,
that.
yeah. They flew me up to Chicago.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, so we did it, and I think we made top 70 or something. We went to Vegas and did the thing, and then we got booted, and we were out in like the hallway of the hotel conference center, and they were going to film our exit interview.
Yeah.
And they set up the camera, and the guy said, he said, wait a second, I got to go grab something. And he walked away for a couple minutes, and he came back, and I said, you left the camera on, didn't you? And he said, yeah, we do that all the time. So that's how we get the dirt. They'll set it up and pretend that it's not on, and wait for,
And you've signed away every
and
right
wait
you
for the
have
people to
anyway.
go, that was fucking bullshit, they kicked us off. Yeah, smart. Luckily, we did not say anything. We just kind of sat there and we're like,
Are you filming all that?
yeah.
We're outside the contract time. We can talk about it now.
Yeah.
That contract you signed before you even go in there, it's like 7 years or
Yeah.
some shit that you can't even talk about what happens.
Wow. And they said and we had a lawyer look at it beforehand, and she was like, "You should do it. I mean, it's gonna be fun, but this contract is awful.
It's so bad.
It essentially said if they didn't like your backstory, they could make something up.
Oh, yeah.
They could write a history for you. Nice. Yeah.
They told me I was too boring. Too normal was the phrase they used.
Yeah. We felt that way. They didn't say that, but
They just told me you're too normal. Mark Barnett. Is that the
yeah.
guy's name?
Mm-hmm.
British or Australian dude? Your voice is good, but you're too normal.
yeah. Well, Jason and I went there and we were like,
Is this normal?
That's good.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm thinking every single one of our conversations doesn't fit into that.
Right.
At
No, nothing about me is normal.
all. At all. At all.
It's like, who the hell are you hanging out with? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, right.